night, but she refuses to come even though I sit on the stairs waiting in a very nice way. By the way, she has returned to television Tuesday nights on the show New Girl on Fox. Please welcome Megan Fox. You haven't been here in a really long... You haven't been here for like 5 iPhones or something, I think.
That's right. I think it was 2009.
Did I do something terrible? Did I do anything weird?
No, I mean, you always do. Slightly weird.
How have you been? I know you have two little boys now.
Yeah, I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old.
What are the boys' names?
Noah is the older one, and Bodhi is the baby.
Noah and Bodhi. Oh, Bible and Point Break, right?
So I'm not gonna lie, I was inspired by Point Break, but it's also a spiritual term for when a Buddha becomes enlightened. It's Bodhisattva. It's short for that.
I see. You grew up in a very religious household, but I'm guessing not a Buddhist household.
No, I grew up in a Pentecostal household. I don't know if anyone knows what it is. It's Southern Christian. Those are the people that, like, handle snakes, and people are getting the Holy Ghost and speaking in tongues and stuff like that all of the time. And so the women in the church aren't allowed to wear pants. You can only wear dresses. You can't wear makeup. You can't wear jewelry. So it's a really sort of oppressive environment to grow up in. But I sort of lean left of that now.
I see, yeah. So there are no snakes in the house on Sundays?
No.
The boys can wear pants?
The boys can wear pants. Noah wears dresses. So there are
really?
animals. Yeah, he can
So
be whatever you want to be in my house.
I want to ask you about this because this is on your Instagram account, you describe yourself as child of the Cherokee tribe, forest nymph, lunar Leo mother goddess to 2 Bohemian revolutionaries.
Yes.
Now, do the boys know they're Bohemian revolutionaries?
They told me, they informed me when I was pregnant with them. They tell you who they are when you carry them if you're open to.
So the first kid, Noah, said, I'm a Bohemian revolutionary, and then the other one said, guess what?
Me too.
You got another one. You got 2 Bohemian revolutionaries.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think someone that's going to be like a financial planner is going to come to me as a mother. So I think they're all sort of going to be more artistic,
I got you.
Rebellious types.
You talk about lunar Leo, that's
Yeah, that's astrology. My moon is placed in the sign of Leo, so that's something that I associate with. Leo is sort of that's the sign that's always in the spotlight. That's why I
Do you really believe in that? Because here's what I always think about astrology, is if, like, somebody is born on the same day at the same time as Hitler, so that doesn't make them, like, also a Hitler, right? I mean...
No, but there's a polarity to everything. So with every sign, you can take on the positive aspects or the negative aspects. So he obviously took on the negative aspects of most of...
I think so, yeah, he really did.
And it changes with every 4 minutes, the chart changes. So you would have to have born at the exact second in the exact location.
I wonder who wrote all this down in the first place.
So,
I mean...
in ancient times, they didn't separate it from astronomy. They considered astrology and astronomy equally as relevant and important. And it wasn't until, like, the Middle Ages where we started making advancements in science where it was sort of put off as a charlatan trade. Before that, it was really respected, and I think that there's something to it, although we don't have all the information, which makes it easy for people to sort of take advantage of each other.
Are you into that, like fortune-telling and psychic? That sort of, I don't want to lump everything together, but... I
mean, I'm not into it per se, like, I don't go seek these people out, but I lean into it.
You lean into it for fun or in a serious way?
It's a good question. Some of it for fun, and then some of it, I do think there's something to it. I just think that, unfortunately, most people that are teaching it are...
There was a picture somebody snapped that you were coming out of a place with a book about palm reading.
Yeah, I was. So I've done a lot of research on astrology, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it. I can predict, like, when someone's going to give birth based on where the moon will be. I'm decent at it. And so I started to try to learn palmistry just for fun, and it's more elusive for me than astrology is, but I've learned a little bit about it. That being said, the only book I read about it was The Idiot's Guide to Palmistry, so I don't know how qualified I am.
Can you tell someone's future from reading their palm?
No, it's not, you can't really tell future. What the idea is that the palm, and this exists in reflexology as well, is that it's a reflection of the current psychological state. So the lines on your hand will change depending on what's happening in your life and depending on how you're dealing.
Mine have all gone away. I also have a red mark from a pen on my... Would that affect the... Would you like to read my palm?
Tattoos will affect it. Let me try.
I don't have a tattoo, but it's...
Like I said.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, so first of all, you want to identify the shape of the hand. So if you...
Mine's hand-shaped.
Oh, there's your... It is hand-shaped. Yours is... Like, I have a water hand. My hand is long with longer fingers. I think you have an earth hand because you have a shorter palm that's wide with shorter fingers. So that will...
Why do I have to have an earth hand?
And, I mean, that means that you're more practical than maybe people assume that you are, because most people would assume that you are not. So,
that is true.
and maybe you're just more, you know, more grounded than other people. Someone like a water hand is more prone to, like, an emotionality that moves with the tides. We're more unpredictable. You're a more predictable person.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think.
Can you show me, like, what happens if you go to wave? If you're like...
Just normal, like this.
If you, like, just do, like, a super...
Like, if I do this sometimes... No, when I wave, like, if I was in a parade...
Yeah.
I go like this.
Okay, wait, you gotta hold still. Okay. Okay. So your fingers are all
I feel like I've failed every test already.
Your fingers are relatively close together, which suggests to me that maybe you are a control freak.
That could be true, yeah.
Like when I wave, this finger is really far away from the rest.
Oh.
So that shows somebody who's eccentric and, like, doesn't try to belong to the crowd and has unusual ideas.
Does?
And yeah, see how the first finger is really far away?
Oh,
this is the finger of rules and laws.
Can I show you when I drink? Does this mean anything? I have a tendency to, I put my pinky out, like in a class. Does that mean I'm classy?
That means you're classy, for sure. Yeah. It also means you're an intellectual.
It does? That I put my pinky out?
No, I don't know that.
Oh, all right. Well, Guillermo's, by the way, been working with the trainer. Maybe when we come back, you could look at his hands. And we're going to talk about New Girl also. Megan Fox, everybody. We'll be right back.